Hey, how you doing? My name is Joseph Charles Colin, the new face of art. Canvas School bars forever. Canvas School bar by the ounce price today, and it goes up at noon. I raised the price of that ounce price. It goes up forever. The ounce price is $1,857.06. $1,857.06. Let's get her done. That's what it looks like, guys. Not bad, not bad. Where's the ink? Oh, there it is. So, this goes up forever. The ounce price. Forever. God damn it. Okay. I don't know why it does that in the middle. It drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. What? I guess that's part of the fingerprint, right? We literally only got 8 to go. 8 to go. So it's the fingerprint in the middle. Come on, focus. There you go. This is fingerprint. That's your gold streak on that side. So you can see that sheen. Best you're gonna see it, guys. So this is number 91. Number 91. Great. So replicate that. Canvas gold bars are money. Everything else is just gold. Fortune favors the bold. Time is our friend. Time is our ally. All Joseph Charles Colin time price paintings They're over there. All art in the world priced by traditional means since the beginning of time, basically. It's over there with the Mona Lisa on top. No disrespect to any artist out there in the world, but you're not time-priced art, like Joseph Charles Colin. It sits alone over there. And I really believe the world's gonna know. I think for the last 10 paintings, dying $2.99 and then the 100th is going to be live somewhere, I think I'm going to do it like this. Because I want to remember this setup behind me. I want to remember it for the future, because this is going to be gone probably someday, and as long as I live, I'll come back to these videos, and I hope other people in the world enjoy the videos and stuff like that. Canvas gold bars are money, everything else is just gold. Time priced art. Time priced art, guys. What is it? Something that's never been done before. Price by time. Very expensive. I'm a Treaty Stats North American native, and here's my treaty card. Shows that I'm native. I don't really want this to focus, but I can't see the number anyways. So who is this one for? I think I have to finish my talk show hosts. I had like 8 talk show hosts to go, and I don't want to use all the last for talk show hosts. I think I'll do like 5 talk show hosts, and then I'll add 3 to the main bulk. I'll just choose here and there at random kind of thing. But I think 91 start of the talk show host. If a talk show host out there somewhere in the world talks about my art in the future, they can have this art. You get the piece of art made from my face, which is a piece of art in itself. The video is a piece of art, so you get 3 pieces of art in one. So wherever this goes in the world, remember the price today, right now, is $1,857.06, and at noon every single day this goes up. I price it up. I take the price, attach it to time, and then time takes it. Great. Just great. Must have been when I had it like that. So, time priced art. Wow. 191 paintings. 191 paintings, guys. Wow. Here we are another week later, looking at the painting. The newest painting born into the world is time priced art. The cheapest painting you can buy right now. The last painting is $1,943.36. That is like 7 days ago. That's probably about $9 grand. This one here is about 2 weeks ago, which is about 18,000. Well, it's about probably about 20 some thousand now. And then the oldest is approaching 2 or 4 years. Right. It's 3 years and some, right? Still got a ways to go. But it's approaching 4 years. $2 million. I can't believe when I first started doing this, and I didn't think. But here we are. Time flies. With 9 to go. And then 1 for a live show. And midnight theatrical face paint on canvas. First in the world as a medium. First in the world to be painted by indigenous person's face as a war paint, as my culture kind of thing, onto. But I'm not trying to make it. It's not not trying to make it a like native art. Technically, it's native art because I'm native, but I don't know what you call it because it's never been done before. Time pressed art exists in the world. And here it is. And it's beautiful. It's unique. Your gold vein is right here. This is a canvas gold bar. And it goes up on the wall. Let it sit there. I'll make it sit there. Now it's a gold mine. Now it's a gold mine on your wall. Now it turns from a canvas gold bar to the vein. It's now your own personal gold mine. And every day at noon, I raise the price $1,857.06. If you watch, I think a number 99. I'm going to call number 9 Medici for a family of art buyers like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and this is their coat of arms, and they have a gold coat of arms with red kind of balls and one blue in there. So I think whatever paint I have left that's gold, I'm going to do a full face in gold and then the red balls, and that'll be Medici, which is Italian. That'll be number 99. I was thinking of doing Gretzky. I was thinking of doing number 97 as Connor McDavid, but you know what? I thought about it, but I think I'm going to leave that out of the canvas gold bars. I'm going to leave sports and stuff right out of it. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. Maybe it'll be 98. Gretzky be 99. I don't know. We'll see. But canvas gold bars are money. Everything else is just gold. Time is our friend. Time is our ally. Fortune favors the bold. Fortune favors the bold. People, it's pretty simple. This is real. This is real. Time takes my art, takes it to the next level. The art is small because the art has to be protected because of the pricing forever. And this, since it's small and the price is astronomically crazy, it has to be protected. The smaller it is, the small as it is, it's protected. And this is Paris back there. That's Paris. That's New York. Because Paris has the Mona Lisa. New York is where I want my first show. That's back there. But Paris eventually would love one of these pieces of art in Paris someday. It's just a dream, guys. It's just a dream. You can see the Eiffel Tower back there. Just behind the guy there. You can kind of see it there. So, wow. I can't believe I've done 191 paintings. Does it show? It's so hard coming up with new ideas, new paint. It is very hard. It's not easy to do that much paint on your face. And I think after this is done, I'll do the last ones on, like in a live show, just to get them done. And that's it. Live auction. Has to be like an auction house. High-end auction house somewhere in the world. That'll be the last ones to be done. But it's pretty simple. You can laugh at the art. You could roll your eyes at the art. You could be one of those people that just like, yeah, okay. But here's the simple fact. This is a piece of art that never goes down in value. It always goes up. It's priced in the comment section. It's priced in the description, and you can't mess with that price. The price is there. It's priced by time. Father Time takes care of it for me with the price, and it goes up forever. It's not controlled by anybody in the world. Not controlled by the owners. Not controlled by the collectors. Not controlled by the galleries. They could try to control it, but it's pretty simple. Somebody in the future just has to say, some collector goes, yeah, we're gonna buy this for 20 grand, and if it's 2 years old, do you know it's not 20 grand? How much is it? 2 years? Remember what I said? But the average is about 1,440, which the minutes of a day is 1,440 minutes in a day. Is minimum 1,440 a day forever. And nobody could change that. Nobody could dispute it. That's what it is. 1,440 minimum every day forever. So 2 years from now, somebody tries to lowball you on it or anything like that, I just say, well, the artist has the price set, and that's priced by time. I don't say in 2 years this is $2 million or $1 million, or in 4 years it's $2 million. It's what the time, Father Time. It's connected to time, goes up forever. The price is raised. The ounce price of gold, $1,857.06 forever. So that might be crazy. Might be out there. What fortune favors the bold? If you're a collector, if you're anybody out there in the art world, and if you look at this and you don't see something unique here, you don't see a piece of art painted by the face, you don't see a piece of art in the middle on every single piece of art, that goes up forever. All interconnected. You, at any given time in the world, see this, and you see that middle, you know it's a Joseph Charles Colin. Because there's 100, there's going to be 200 with that in the middle. And it's the mountain you can't climb. People say, "Oh, how can I have that on my wall?" And then I just look at it, and it's just a little painting. It's not even good looking, And people throw it in the closet, even though because I don't know, maybe they just don't like it or don't like the fact that it touched my face or something like that. And I've told everybody they need to hide them anyways. I told people it shouldn't even be on your wall. This should be in a safety deposit box. It should be safe because this what I'm about to say might be pretty controversial in itself. It's probably not the first time I've said it, but this is a store of value. You get corporations spending $300 million on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and you can research that, and they're buying cryptocurrency, just bits, just like a little file number. That's all it is, and they're spending 50,000 Canadian on each coin. Now this is a piece of art that goes up every day forever, and there's a little counter that's connected to it, and it goes up forever. And I would trust this over that anytime because you know what this is. You watch this channel? What is this? What is that? You watch this channel? You know what that is. What's that in there? You're an expert, like I said before. You're expert already. 1 cent a second or minute, I'm not sure yet. Probably a 1 cent a minute. You see the titles changed because 1 cent a second is 60 cents a minute forever, and that's pretty up there in money. And I don't know. Maybe since there's only 300 pieces of art, maybe people would see this as 60 cents, which would be about 200, 300,000 or whatever it is a year. I don't know. Or more. No, it'd be 600,000 a year. 60 cents, right? I'd have to figure that out. And you know what that is? That's time priced piece of art, 1,440. Every single day forever. It doesn't matter how old that is. From the day it was born, the day a while back that was on my face. That was on my face. That's a masterpiece. The hedge fund one. And it's pretty simple. They're unique. And no matter how you dispute it, this exists now. This exists. Take a good look at that. This is a piece of art that exists in the world. Made in seconds. Not touched by brush. Not touched by a pastel. Not touched by ink pen. Not touched by anything. Not touched by oil paint. Not touched by acrylic. Not touched by house paint. Not touched by nothing but theatrical face paint. And you look at the colors. You look at year-old paintings. This one's about 2 years old. And you see there, the color doesn't diminish over time. Thank God. What else can I say? It's simple. It's either you have one or you don't. And I swear to you, after the last one was done in the auction, live. There's only going to be 300, 100, 100, and 100, and that'll be it. And they're scarce. It's the only art in the world that goes up by time, unless somebody copies it. But like I said before, I'm making the pricing protected by native art. It's part of native art. And I don't know about that yet, but we'll see. Simple. Looking at something unique in the world. Whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. It's up to the people of the world that buy art. And trust me, since it's so scarce, it doesn't matter if you get 10,000 billionaires or 10,000 millionaires or 10,000 trillionaires. It doesn't matter, because out of those 10,000, all they need is about 200 buyers. And 10,000 are left out. And if you search Forbes for billionaires in the world and millionaires, there's a lot. There's not a lot to go around to satisfy all their needs in art if they want a piece of art. So what billionaire is going to own that? What millionaire, multi-millionaire is going to own that? What's corporation going to own that? This one. Number 55, upload 111. It's not a beautiful painting, but it's still time priced art. And you could be somebody out in the world looking at this and going, and the people say, how much is that? Say this was 7 years old. You know, by 7 years old, it's about what is it, 7 years? So it's $3.5 million. It's about 3.5, 7 years. 2, 4, 6, yeah, 3.5, 3.5 million for this 7 years. And about, which one was this? One there, number 55. So yeah, it's about a year and some old. It's probably approaching. Could be even. It could be $1 million. This one. So you're looking at it right now. It's $1 million, and you see this in a gallery somewhere in the world, and you literally, oh, that, why is that so expensive? I could see people. Why is that so expensive? It doesn't even look pretty. And then the person in the gallery goes, okay, how do you think that was? What did they use to put that on? Oh, I'm an expert in art. Oh, that's like a horsehair brush, really fine, and he smudged. He kind of screwed up there, and there he just did it like really hard, and here I just kind of. Well, what about in the middle? Oh, he was really careful. Well, ma'am, sir, you're wrong. What do you mean I'm wrong? Can you guess what the medium on this is? Oh, it's oil. It's oil-based paint. No, it's not, ma'am, sir. Oh, it's acrylic. Because it's got a little bit of sheen. No, it's not. Well, what is it? Oh, it's pastel. I can see it now. It's pastel. No, ma'am, sir, it's not. Okay, I don't understand. Well, what do you think about up here, ma'am, sir? It looks like It doesn't look that great up here. This one's not really a good one. And they go, well, this is unique because this is a treaty status North American native, and what his name is Joseph Charles Colin, and what he does is he's the first person in the world to put war paint on his face, and unfortunately you have to go to a video just to see what his face looks like, because what he did is he took this painting and he made it with his face. I don't understand. Well, ma'am, sir, he put war paint on his face, and he literally took the painting and went like this. Really? That's bizarre. Well, ma'am, sir, maybe it is bizarre, but you know what? It's the first in the world. Is that why it's 2 million? Or did I say 3.5? Oh, ma'am, it's not 2 million. It's 3.5 million because it's time. So what Joseph Charles Colin did is he took this piece of art, and instead of going in a traditional where we as a gallery, as buyers, and we got Mr. Thomas right here, who Mr. Thomas is the actual buyer. How much is this painting? Well, you have to go and look on his video and look in the description, and that's the price of the piece of art. And what's the price of the piece of art? It is 3.5 million. Oh, is that why it's so expensive? Because he's the only one crazy enough to put it to time? And you can't do nothing about it? Because it's pretty simple. Now this is my masterpiece. This is my masterpiece. Number one. The best looking one. Now, Mrs. Thomas, what do you think of this? This one is different. This one is so different than that other one on the wall over there. Well, this one is 3 years, because all the paintings are within a 4-year time period, so they're all either from the last year it was done to the 4 years later. So they're all, so if this was, so they'd be 7, 8 years. So say 8 years time frame. So it'd be 7, 8 million to 4 million. The last one, which would be that one of these ones, is 4 million. So it's simple. They're kind of stuck. The buyers, everybody. And God, that's just beautiful. It is. That is just. This is my masterpiece. This is a Joseph Charles Colin masterpiece. This one. It's just. It just worked. Just worked. Like, take a look. Like, come on, guys. Am I right? Am I right? And that's the same gold that I've been never. It's the same little tube, little thing of gold. Same. That's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, guys. So, Mrs. Thomas, this was made the same way. And Mrs. Thomas would say, very unique, very unique. So if I had this in my house and everybody in the world knows the price, yes, Mrs. Thomas, everybody, Joseph Charles Colin art goes up by time. Nobody can kind of mess with that, and it makes me, as the gallery owner and the collector, happy, because I don't have to negotiate with anybody. I don't have to negotiate with you. I don't have to negotiate with anybody. Mr. Thomas, whatever. And so, if I want this, how much is it in 10 years? It's about 5 million. How much is it in 15 years from now? Half of 15. How much is in 20? Half of 20. In millions. 10 million. And 20 years is a long time, guys. 20 years is a long time. Look how long it took me to do these ones the last 4 years. This one's about 2 years ago. Just think, this is 2 years old. Think about that. 2 years old. God, I hope some of you in the future who don't own a Joseph Charles Colin, that I hope you stand in front of it in a gallery wall somewhere in the world and just see, there goes Joseph Charles Colin. Took a chance in his life, made his art separate from everybody else art in the world. It may not be a beautiful old masters up on the wall, maybe not, it won't be something like 10 feet by 10 feet kind of thing, but it's simple, it's easy to take care of, easy to protect. That's the whole idea. And to have the most expensive paintings on the planet someday, it has to be small, it has to be easy to protect. Because I ain't stopping until these are sold at $1 a minute. And I think that one collector out there, that one collector is just going to go, this is the collection. This is my collection. I'm that person, just say. And this is my collection. I have 4 Joseph Charles Collins. I got 2 newer canvas gold bars, and I own 3 Joseph Charles Collins. And I bought this for $1 million because this is the original thing that was on the shelf behind him in some of the videos. That's like the million. This here was the original thing that was in this last, you know what I mean? This was like 20 grand. You understand? I bought these for like 20 grand off the collector. It was just Joseph Charles Colin actual backdrop. And then that guy in the corner over there, that was like another 10,000 because it wasn't a background. And I just realized yeah, drink some pop, guys. And I remember somebody just saying, make sure that's not in the fucking thing. You know what? I drink pop. I don't drink beer. I drink pop. I enjoy it. Just give me 1 second. That's pretty simple, guys. Yeah, I drink pop. That's what I enjoy. I might drink a little bit too much of it, but that's over like a couple months. But I enjoy it. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. To try and stop that, it's almost impossible. It's almost impossible to stop drinking and stuff. But I'm not going to hide it. I drink pop, Orange Crush, Pepsi, whatever. That right there is 10 grand. This is the actual Joseph Charles Colin pop that was on this video. It was for sale in the collector. I bought it off the collector. So everything you see here is from Joseph Charles Colin. Okay, we're still role playing. Okay, but do you understand? That's going up almost 2 grand a day. That's all going almost 2 grand a day. That's 1,440 a day, 1,440 a day, 1,440 a day, 1,440 a day. This is the Tiger Woods. I know just by what it looks like. This Tiger Woods green jacket from the when he had his comeback. This is about say 500,000 million million 500,000 600,000 around there. So you got one, two, three. Those ones back there. Well, $3 million. And any way you look at it, goes up another 3 million. All of this whole collection back here goes up 3 million every 2 years. If this one is, well, remember we're going by 7 years from now, so all these would be within that range. So that would be 3.5 million. That'd probably be, so you're going 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got $11 million sitting right here. And then these would be about 2 years old. So it'd be 11. These are over a million. So 11, 12, 13. And you got all these. You're about the same age. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You got 16 million. You got about $60 million going up every 2 years. Or every 7 years. So 7 years later after that would be 14 years after you see this video would be roughly kind of screws up your mind, eh? 17 million would be $28 million and 14 years. Just the collection you see behind me. If this was a private collection. It's crazy price. But there they are. They're real. The pricing's real. The way it's done. Time is our friend. Time is our ally. Everybody that owns Joseph Charles Colin art in the future never has to worry about money. Doesn't have to ever worry about how much their art is, because every single person in the world could just look at the description of the piece of art or the comment section for the pinned comment from me, and then you know what your piece of art is worth. Because everybody in the world, every gallery, every collector, every news organization somewhere in the world in the next coming years from now is going to know what Joseph Charles Colin art's worth. Because any news organization, if anybody says, well, what makes you think a Joseph Charles Colin art is worth that? Well, he's an artist, and he times it by time, and it's in the description. What's hard about that? And can I do that? Yes, and I have been doing that for 4 years. And the world doesn't know that I have been doing it because you're the very few. Judging from just the last video I uploaded a week ago, only 5 people watched it. So people either skipped it because of the holidays or whatever. Doesn't matter. Art goes up forever. Never goes down. And that's Joseph Charles Colin's face painted art. That day's coming. That day's coming. Because I got nothing but time now to sell my art. It's not going to be somewhere on a show or whatever, and people go, well, I'll give you $1,000 for it, or I'll give you 500. No. And you know how I know that's going to be sold for what I want for it? You know how? You watching right now, you watching this video right now know how. How much is that? How much is that? How much is these? If you know how much the price of those are, what's a billion people in the world? Times a billion people in the world know the price of my art, just like you know it, and there's no stopping it. Thank you for watching Joseph Trust Call, the new face of art. 191 canvas paintings painted from indigenous North American native to canvas by his face as a paintbrush. Like I said before, that is the paintbrush, the big face you see staring at you there. The face with dreams of being something in the art world. That face with a brain that's trying to be smart in the art world. "6'2", 280 pounds, war painted native. On the fucking warpath with the art world. In the art world, I'm gonna take no prisoners. Because you can't defeat just trust Colin, the native in Warpaint. Can't defeat him. So if you're a talk show host, either you're with me, beside me in Warpaint, or you're not.